Welcome back to Canada Cup 2016, coming to you live from Toronto, Canada. I'm James Chen.
What's up? I'm Ultra David. We've already had 3 sets of pools. We're gonna 2 sets of pools. This is now the third.
Yeah.
So these will be pools number 17 through 24. A lot of good players are in here. XYZZY, BJ Unchained, RB, Riceta, Stupendous, Yukadon. By the way, those last 3 are in the same pool.
Wow, okay.
Riceta, Stupendous, Yukadon, all in pool number 20. Pool 21 has Justin Wong. Pool 22 has Phenom and Ray Ray. Pool 23 has Alex Myers. Pool 24 has Nuki. And those are just the players that, we've looked through the brackets a little bit, and that's who we would choose to talk about. But as always, there are other players to look for.
You know who else is in Pool 20?
Huh.
Jeno Unbanned. And he's going to be going up against Stupendous.
The name is just amazing. Amazing. Now, I appreciate the attempt with that Zangief headband to distract the fact that his eyes are actually made of cones.
Little tubes.
They're little tubes that you can actually see into, like by the shadow there.
PVC pipes, you know?
You see the little shadow right there in the middle of his eye? Yep, it's a cone. But you know what? Zangief knows it, and he's trying to distract that by using that amazing
colorful
costume.
Headband and colorful pants.
That's the goal. So DS Stupendous coming from Southern California. You see him regularly at Wednesday Night Fights. Jeno Unbanned going with Balrog from Canada here. This is not that easy a matchup, I would say, for Balrog. I feel like it's a matchup where Zangief can do a lot of good things. He can play footsies well. He can bet with V-skill, and that actually matters in this matchup. And, of course, his pressure is good. And when he is being pressured, Balrog still has good mix-ups on him, but it's riskier than against many characters because he gets free SPD punish on the overhead.
Ooh, a little too early with that EX SPD. There we go. He's going to get the combo off the overhead.
Will he go in still? Yes. And he goes in right after that.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those matches that on paper and at first glance feels really, really bad for Balrog.
Yeah.
But, that's how it always feels when you first learn how to go up against the grappler.
You're right. I do think in the long run it's an even-ish matchup.
Right.
But that said, I would still give a slight advantage to
Yeah. I definitely don't think that I don't think it's going to get to the point where Balrog wins this fight unless they find like some crazy tech.
Right. Yeah, in SF4 it ended up being that Balrog did win that matchup, I feel, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. Anyway, we'll see. Right now, it's all Stupendous. Ooh! What is he doing?
Yeah, now look at all that life that he lost thanks to that from the gray health.
Right. So Jeno Unbanned. Oh, boy.
Not even combo, combo into critical art.
He's thinking way ahead right now. You can see, I feel like Stupendous right now is just doing stuff. He's trying to play his own game. And
then the overhead reset, and he goes to the low reset. Whoa, but then he backed off. He had the hit. Wow. Oh, he's going to get it.
Look, you can't underestimate somebody.
Yeah,
and that seems kind of like what happened to me. Stupendous started to just say, like, oh, this is just going to work out. It'll be fine. But that's a good lesson. Don't do that.
Yeah, even after he activated the knee, Balrog was way in the air already, and the super still came out of Stupendous. But you know what that could have been? Maybe he meant to knee into 720 and he kneed, but then when he saw Balrog jump, he tried to jab him out of the air and it activated the
You might be right about that. Yes, that does happen. Wow, stun time?
Oh, it is. Okay, there we go.
Nice work. So Stupendous made the recovery he needed to make.
Yeah, because sometimes that buffer window on the 720, it's stupidly large.
No, you're right.
Stupidly large.
That probably was what it was. Yeah, you have to keep your eyes on that as Geef, and if you think there's any chance of it, the anti-air has to be like something with a kick button, or that's not the range to do it. Like that was the range for stand jab anti-air.
Right.
But something you have to be cognizant of. So on Jeno Unbanned's side, A, the name. Every time I say it, I'm happy. B, I like that series of pressure he had in the corner. I thought was good. The issue for him is being able to set that up in the first place.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I like him going for the target combo. That's an important way to deal with Zangief, who is 2 V-skill happy. Oh, the whip punish wasn't there. Wow, look at this. Yeah, Stupendous is definitely in his I think I can just do this mode.
Yeah.
Chill out, buddy. Jeno Unbanned now. Okay, he has the pressure. This is what I like to see out of him. Wow. Stupendous just decided this is the button.
I think he's been hanging around Filipino man a little too long.
So there's an issue for Rog, is that punish is so easy.
Okay, that's going to be meaty.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets the combo off of that. Okay.
Sometimes you see other people miss punishes against that overhead. It's punishable, right? But a lot of characters, the timing is weird or whatever.
Right.
As Geef, you just spin it. It's easy.
Ooh. Oh, interesting. Went for like a reset.
Oh boy. Yeah, he's just trying to
What is
jerk around. That's
going
all.
on?
It's jerk country. Population stupendous. I feel he's a kindred soul in some ways.
I was just about to say, maybe he's been hanging around you too
Yeah,
long
seriously.
or something.
Has he been watching me play online? Because this looks just like me, actually. Zangief mashing a button I decide to mash is going to be the win button. Sounds exactly like me. Now, Django, he does. I love that he pressures on the ground. He's willing to stay in there.
And Stupendous doesn't look like he's changed his MO at all.
No, could have had super.
Yep. What is going on?
He's just decided, and it worked. And I'm sorry for Django Unbanned that worked. That's got to be a sucky feeling. If you know the opponent is just doing stuff and you can't beat it, you just feel bad.
I mean, does he know something about the
No.
matchup? Does he just know, like, Stand Fierce works against Balrog?
Well, look,
was
it's a
that,
good
like,
button.
Yeah.
But that was definitely just some jerkery. Shoutouts. Importing
Stupendous,
that
like, seems like
fantastic SoCal jerkery.
He seems like such a nice guy. Like, when did this,
Hey, you know what? Sometimes the nicest guys out of a game can be the jerkiest jerks in the game.
It's true.
It's true. In my time in sports, I learned that many, many occasions. Very nice people outside will be the ones with the most penalty minutes inside.
Right. And actually, you know what? I know so many people who were the nicest people in person, and then when they go online, they're like the trolliest, like most, like they just try to incite anger out of other people. Seth Killian.
Well, yeah, that's true. I'll tell you this. I'm happy that I went through that phase.
Yeah.
That was a long phase for me. It wasn't just a phase. It was like a quarter of my life, maybe a third of my life. Luckily for me, that happened pre-Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
And as it did for Seth.
Right, yeah. Well, AGSF 2 days. His is still on record,
Well,
though. So,
I mean, my SRK posts are still around.
Okay,
like,
fair enough.
that stuff still lives, but it's nowhere near as if it were on Twitter.
Right,
okay?
yeah.
So I'm happy for our generation that we got to escape that. That's nice. We got to be jerks, and it wasn't the end of the world.
Fair
This
enough,
current
fair
generation, good luck to you.
Enough. Yep.
So Stupendous apparently landed 3 out of 7 Fierces in round 1, and then 7 out of 18 in round 2. Thank you to @SirRetro08 on Twitter for the stats.
Now,
give him a follow if you're interested. He often does this at premieres.
Yeah. Now, you said that he landed?
He landed 3 out of 7 Fierces in round 1, 7 out of 18 in round 2.
Oh, okay.
Like, actually hit with them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you said like 17 out of 18, and I was like, what? So maybe that meant on block as well, but
No.
I know he whiffed a bunch of them.
He did.
So,
He
yeah.
did. Yeah, and Stand Fierce by itself is fine. It's -3 on block, but the range that you hit it at is like nothing's going to happen.
Well, up next, we are going to have Boooo versus TASJTM Missing Person, and very appropriately, the reason why we've been delayed is because we can't seem to find Missing Person.
Oh, beautiful.
So, okay, they're sitting down now. There we go.
All right, sick. Missing Person. You might know him from his time commentating at Street Fighter Crash in Korea.
Oh, okay.
Yep, the dude on the right here.
Yeah.
I had a talk with him and another dude who commentated there yesterday. They're both here. And I feel like they really made an improvement during that period of time. But they were talking about how, they had commentated locals. And then when they got to Crash and there was like a TV camera, it was a different story.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It was a different story.
Did they live in Korea for that period of
Yeah,
time?
so he was teaching English there. Other dude was in the military, stationed in Korea, so they just happened to be there. Right.
Got it. That's cool.
But now they're both back in the good old North Americans. Both from the U.S., actually. Check out the tattoo on the left there.
Nice.
That's a Dudley?
I believe so, yeah.
And I'd love to see who else it is. I can't really get a good look right now, but that's cool.
But it definitely looks like it's in the beginning phases.
It does. You're right.
I feel like it's going to get fleshed out a little bit more as time goes on, because it's definitely a multi-stage process to get some of those really nice-looking complex tattoos.
Yeah, it takes a while to flesh out flesh like that.
Yeah.
So, Missing Person with Cammy, Boooo, Rashid. Rashid is really becoming more common.
Dude, I was just about to say Rashid is I feel like, oh dude, that was sick that he got that confirm off that. But Rashid and Laura, I feel like, are two kindred spirits in this game. They both started off being characters that everyone's like, these guys aren't very good, and then it turned out that these two are actually pretty ridiculous.
Yes.
In fact, you know, the whole thing of like Rashid will never be good because he can't do any damage. Like, nobody even talks about that anymore.
Oh, when you have all the tools, dealing damage is important, but having the tools is more, I feel it's more important. And it's not like he never deals damage anyway. Certainly that character, people have figured out ways to deal damage.
Right, and then they also just found out that that crouching fierce is pretty good.
Pretty good button. So now missing person going to have to try to mount some offense here.
Yeah, but this is definitely like the 4th or 5th Rashid we've seen online.
Yeah.
I've seen here on this tournament.
It's true.
And we've also seen a lot of Zangiefs and Dulcims as
That's
well.
true, yeah.
You know, it's really interesting. Canada. I mean, it's one of the cool things that you always see, different players using different characters.
Wow, that's the second time he's had that reaction. Now missing person taking the bet. Oh no, the drop!
Oh boy. Did not cancel the second crouch strong.
See Boooo. Oh no, trigger cancel. Thought that was what he was going to go for there. Here's the trigger cancel out of missing person.
Oh.
See Boooo backing off.
There it's gone. Yeah, you can't just fish with that drill like that, because that was something that you could get away with early on because people didn't know how to punish it properly,
Right.
but people know
Oh wow, he went in again! And the drop.
Hard to combo in that particular situation.
Maybe jab.
Yeah, that probably will work. Oh, look at that!
Super! Oh, he had super! He didn't use it!
Oh, man. Yeah, if he had just done that.
Super, that could have been it.
Probably
Missing person taking advantage.
maybe wasn't expecting it to hit, or I don't know. Yeah, because he kind of had a lot of opportunity to confirm that.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow. Just grabs him with a regular hooligan throw. So, you know, that's the thing, is if you don't use it a lot and people just forget that it's even an option,
Right.
they just stand up and get tossed.
He has a very hooligan-heavy style, though. Just in general, it's a way to get in for him. Again, third time. Oh, Spig!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it could have been!
He missed it. He went with the towards medium punch, but did it too early. Oh, he's going to get a second opportunity.
Oh, controlling. You know missing person. Oh, the block! Yes, great block. Oh.
But then just got caught. He was hitting buttons in between. And C Boooo is going to take that first game.
At that range where C Boooo started the trigger, really the only thing you're looking for is high or mid attacks, right? He can't, the overhead gets the wind effect, so it becomes a very long range tool. A low attack doesn't really have the same tool. He has to run up and do it first. So I love the block by missing person, but ends up losing the game.
All right, I'm going to go right back into it.
Fight.
I'd like to see a little bit different style out of him, more grounded, less insistent about getting in. Wow, that was
kind
real
of
funky.
cute, because you're so used to seeing the towards medium punch into that eagle spike, eagle kick. And so that's just going to combo. So he did regular standing medium punch. I don't know if he did it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm probably not.
Try to give these people credit here.
Wow.
And again, that crouching medium kick's not going to combo into it.
Oh, okay, this time, wow, he's the wrong side. Can he get the anti-air? No. Missing person now waiting. Here he is.
Whoa, that jumping roundhouse just avoided the...
Here he is, look, trying to play some tricks.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is you have to know that when Cammy does that, and she does the dive kick at the height of her jump in that situation, it misses. That dive kick misses. And again, speaking of missing, see Boooo missed that towards medium punch again.
Right.
But then manages to get the throw, and so he's at match point now.
Round 2. Fight.
Again, I would really like to see some more grounded play. You can dive kick, obviously, but Hooligan is kind of a telegraph tool. See Boooo backing up. He's been doing a good job of backing up to a range where he can react to a lot of things. Not doing it right there, but I like the idea in general.
But definitely missing person is using his meter a lot for the EX Hooligan and the dive kick.
Yeah.
And I don't like the use of that meter, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay, there's the risk. See Boooo.
Speaking of,
Yes.
counter wake up uppercut from missing person.
Oh, he tried to walk in for what? I wonder if that was a grab or what. Okay, here comes Boooo now, the knockdown. And he just backs off again. He feels like he's had enough success controlling with anti-airs, with footsies, and still able to run in every now and then. Oh, big timing!
Gets over, yeah. And beautiful confirm into the V trigger. Here we go, big damage now.
Oh, that was really great work by Missing Person. Now trying to pressure, get the grab, no. Boooo has trigger, has super, it's gone, and the round's gone.
So interesting that he tried to go, you know, he tried to fake the cross up, but Missing Person still managed to block it.
Final round.
Like he had the tornado to cross up, but then he went for the dive kick in front.
Patience in mid-range. No, not anymore. Boooo being much more buttonsy right there. But I do like his game plan. It's maybe not the most optimal for the character overall, but based on how his opponent's playing, I feel like it's well tailored to that.
Yeah.
Just waiting out. Oh, wrong timing for the roundhouse. Here comes some offense. Oh! Can Missing Person find his way in? Can he find it?
Yeah, again, that's the 4th or 5th time now that Boooo has countered that. And
Yeah.
wake up throw from Missing Person, but now getting pressured, getting tossed. One more mix.
Aye.
Oh, wow, it just goes right for the raw.
Oh, you mean run up, tried to throw, but pressed the punch plus kick too quickly, and he got the eagle spike instead? Yeah. That happens to me too.
Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I felt like Missing Person trying too many hooligan stuff. I mean, that's kind of that whole week 1 Cammy that everyone was like, look at this crazy mix-up that you can do with these hooligan dive kick shenanigans and everything.
Yeah.
And that's not real, right?
Pretty
So,
much, yeah.
So I feel like probably relied on that a little bit too much. Spent a lot of his meter on the EX into the dive kick instead of just raw dive kick. Like, it's actually, if you're going to spend the meter to do the dive kick like that, you want to cancel a normal into the EX hooligan, because then there's a reason to do that, because then you get the frame advantage. If you're just going to want to get that nice dive kick, just jump and dive kick. You have more control in that situation, in my opinion.
That sounds right to me.
Okay.
That sounds right to me.
But in my opinion, these Vertigear chairs are also super very cool. Super very cool.
Great job.
Yeah, ultimate, totally ultra super cool. Especially if you use the promo code Canada Cup to save 10%. Offer valid this weekend. You can follow them on 4gamergear.com and Vertigear. And of course, we will be sitting in these comfy chairs as we are doing commentary at the PlayStation Experience for the Anaheim Convention Center. This is where Capcom Cup is going to be taking place in beautiful Anaheim, Southern California. You could make a vacation trip out there. Head out there, use $5, get $5 off your 2-day pass with fight money at the checkout at PlayStation.com/experience-tickets. And maybe go visit some Disneyland and such. You know, it's the happiest place on Earth, and you can be the happiest person on Earth being there wearing your Capcom Pro Tour t-shirts. Get the new Heart of Battle Ryu tee. True story, I walked around Disneyland one time, saw someone with an FGC shirt. It was the same shirt that I had on at the time. I was like, nice shirt. So, very cool. And you can check out all those 3 tees. They got the classic Capcom Pro Tour blue shirt, as well as the black Footing Kazan shirt.
Look who we have coming up. Speaking of the land of happy folks, Southern California, that's Alex Myers, who doesn't live there anymore.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he does, but whatever.
And he almost didn't make it here in time for his pools, too. He was having plane trouble.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
He had, like, missed his flight or something like that.
Oh, well, Alex Myers,
He's going
very
up
strong Cammy against McDucky Potato with the first Urian that I've seen on stream.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
So this is a character that I really believe in, but, you know, he's pretty new and pretty complicated, so
Dude,
haven't seen many people pick him up
this suit
top tier
color
wise
is
yet.
awesome.
You know, when I play with him, I just play with the suit. Like, I don't go with the banana hammock because I like the suit. I really.
Oh, yeah? Okay, okay.
That color 9 purple suit, I think, is pretty hot.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I really like it.
Well, so far, Alex Myers is not giving us a chance to see any Urian still, because he is just going crazy
that's
right
smart.
now.
That's smart. Oh!
Wow.
Thought he was going to come in there.
Dancing
Very good.
around it. Well,
very good awareness.
Was that perfectly timed, or was that lucky?
Very
Not
good
sure.
awareness. Right, yeah. That's really good stuff.
Man, just because of the name, I almost kind of rooting for cute vet McDucky Potato because I think that's just fun to say.
Yes, agreed.
But Alex Meyer is very strong. Obviously, he has really gotten himself to become an upper echelon player, in my opinion. He was.
Oh, wow.
What?
Do you think that was confirmed?
Yes, I've seen him do that before. But it's also one of those situations where you're not even reacting to whether it hit or not. You're just reacting to the fact that he was standing. So you saw the low forward kick connect, and he wasn't crouching. So you're just
Right.
like, you know what? I'm just going to do the super. Because he can't block while standing, right? So it's going to hit no matter what.
Fight.
So much more offensive start at the start for McDucky Potato. He tried fireball zoning at the start of last time, and this doesn't really work out either. The character does have some trickiness with anti-airs. A lot of strengths, I feel, but anti-air is you have to be at the right spot, and he has options, but you got to know where you are. Alex Myers though running over him, pressuring still. Trigger is ready. Way too far for the grab.
Yeah.
And now the question is, can McDucky Potato find a hit? Oh no, looking for the roundhouse.
And even if he had gotten one hit, that would have led to some pretty decent damage, too, because he had that V-trigger all ready to go. But I don't think we've seen a reflector yet. Oh, no, that's
in
right.
the
There's
first
one.
one,
That's
yeah.
right. He was dancing around that. Whoa, that's not going to work.
Oh no, there was so much damage available. He didn't go for it.
Looked like he really wanted to throw him in the corner a little bit too much. And here we go. Alex probably going to save the second half. Yep, gets the throw into the corner.
Oh, hello.
Out of there with crush. Or was that kill you? I can't remember now.
I think that's kill. Or wait, no. Okay. Oh, anyway, Alex Myers wins.
Crush, kill, destroy.
Yeah,
I can't
wasn't it
remember.
destroy actually?
It might have been destroy. Yeah. He doesn't say that anymore, huh?
No, he doesn't.
I'm really sad about
He
that because
doesn't.
that was like my favorite thing. That and the armor body blocking. Were
That
my,
audio.
were my two favorite things about Urian in Third Strike. So.
Yeah, super sick character in that game. I really like the transition though to this game.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that metallic sound while blocking, granted, but I like the options a lot. Okay, I think he's a very interestingly designed character in this game with a ton of crazy options. Very high skill ceiling. It doesn't surprise me that we haven't seen him at that top level play so far. I really think that that's going to take a while. And I think we mentioned this yesterday, but with Capcom Cup coming up in about a month and a half, less than that now, it's unlikely, right, that people who believe that they can qualify, who think that they have a real shot at doing that they're going to play Urian because he's just new. And so you don't want to bet your future on that. You want to bet your future on something that you've been doing for longer than that.
So unfortunately, that means that a lot of the top players are not using Urian, so we're not going to see exactly what Urian is capable of. But like you said, really fun character design. I love the fact that they didn't hold back with the Aegis Reflector.
Yeah.
They just said, you know what? Okay, it's not a critical art. It'll reflect critical arts. We don't care.
I love it.
Yeah, you can bounce off of it back and forth. We don't care. Whatever.
I love it. I love that throw combos into it.
Yeah.
There's so much cool stuff with it. I love that medium kick from far becomes like an actual damage tool.
Right.
Because you can cancel into it. I just feel like there's so much good stuff there.
Because nobody's been able to combo after a throw until Urian, and they just for some reason said, you know what, Urian can do it.
I'm glad that they did that. It feels faithful.
Exactly.
Shoutouts to the Urian design. What happened to the Alex design? But Urian's great.
Well,
Urian's great.
But I mean. A lot of the DLC characters have turned out to be really super cool. Like I really like Jury, and we already talked about. I just talked about this with Beirudi as well. We keep mentioning how fun Guile is, right?
Yeah.
But Balrog is super fun
also
as
fun.
well.
Yep.
So.
And even though I think Alex is not what he could have been, I do think he's good. And
I do
think
really
he's fun.
Yeah. I like I said, I just don't feel like. And it's interesting because I remember we had an Alex player even say that. It was Cool Kid who said that, right? Like, it just doesn't feel like all of his moves quite fit with
that was Julio. Julio was telling us when he was going to play against LPN.
That's right.
At the King of the Hill for ESL. Julio had the same critique. Yeah, it's something I've heard from a lot of people. He feels like he's just kind of randomly
like a
put together.
hodgepodge set of moves. But he was the first DLC character, so it was hard probably, to get him out on time. They probably didn't have as much time to be able to really refine him like a lot of the other characters. So
Great stat by Sir Retro08, who says that in Myers versus McDucky Potato #2, average possession, that is like who's doing what they want to do at the time, Alex Myers 83% of the time. Only 17%.
You know, I've always wanted to have someone do that. I've always wanted to have someone have 3 buttons, and it's just like, this guy's on offense, this guy's, we're in neutral, the other guy's in offense, and just hit those buttons and to measure the time.
Or maybe like where they want to be, right? Like as Dhalsim, maybe you don't want to be pressuring, but like you want to be out, right? You
Right,
yeah. So like that's like your time of possession, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. So we're going to the next one, and this is going to be cool. This is Phenom, BX3 Phenom from Norway, out here from Europe. One of the threats, I think, to go very deep in this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
And his opponent is MIHIO Frank Lotion.
Yeah, he, don't forget, Phenom was on the team that got 2nd place in the 3v3 team tournament, along with Tampa Bison and Alucard.
Yep.
They did very, very well. Tampa Bison, even OCV, the Korean team.
Okay, it's going to be Dhalsim. It's going to be the Nikali with... I really like this Halloween costume. Right? This is the one where he is a werewolf.
Yeah. Yeah, super, super cool.
Yeah, really cool design. Really cool idea. When he goes into V-Trigger, he becomes a werewolf. It's pretty sick. So, for Dhalsim, for Frank Lotion, the question is, can he maintain screen control? Nikali has such range of motion. Oh, great timing on that. And Nikali can attack from very far. Of course, once he gets up close, he's a big threat. So for Sim, question is, how long can you keep your opponent where you want them? How long can you keep them out? Oh, yes. Nice timing. Frank Lotion so far, who I've seen play before. Now I can't quite recall where. But I like him a lot so far. I think this is looking great. Oh, he puts himself in the corner. Ends up being okay. A little bit too far to link, but so far looking really good. Oh, it could all change. Everything could change right now. Phenom pressuring. Yes, the grab. He just needs maybe one more hit, honestly.
Oh, but wake up buttons from Frank Lotion is going to take it. Good confirm into the EX.
Okay. So he played that really well. And Phenom's going to have to notice some of those timings. Because some of those... Oh, this is punishable. Oh, that's punishable also! And Phenom has dropped a couple things. Very rare that you see that out of this guy.
It's trying to chase down Frank Lotion as much as...
I don't think
that
so.
Was supposed to be an uppercut.
I think you're right. Oh, say what? He went for the teleport? I don't know. That was intentional.
He was like, oh, you messed up. Here, I'll let you go on that one.
Right.
But here we go. Phenom now really rushing him down in the corner.
But Phenom, you know, he's been knocked down. He's been having to deal with Frank Lotion's offense and screen control, and I'm really impressed with both of those.
Look at that gray health. Look at that gray health that Phenom is built from blocking all those attacks. But it might not matter because he's going to get the 2nd throw, and there it is.
Nikali, one of those characters, especially in Trigger, where after the forward throw, he really has a nice situation for himself. You have to respect that.
Again, dashing up, gets the regular throw.
In the corner already. This is exactly where Phenom wants to be. Interrupted, no EX either.
Oh, try to reach him with the sweep. So double sweep.
Oh,
and
right
throws
back
him back.
in.
Yeah, smart. And gets the counter hit on the knee.
Oh, this is such a tough spot for Sim. Oh, it might work.
Is he too low? No, it did get him. Oh, and he goes for the reset.
So reset. He's got to make this keep. Well, that's going to be universal.
Yeah.
You know, that V-trigger is precious for Nikali, but at that point, you just do what you got to do.
Exactly. It might have been a good idea to try to get him to spend that V reversal, but it was just too late by that point. You had already taken so much damage.
Yeah. So game 1 goes to Phenom. Like I said, I do think he's one of the favorites to go very far in this tournament. He has done really well in European stuff. He's done well in North American tournaments too.
Yeah, he's been traveling a lot recently, and he's one of the only he's one of the players from Europe who was auto-qualified to Capcom Cup, right? Yeah, okay. So good job to Phenom. So we will definitely see him at Capcom Cup.
It's good to know. Oh, he just tried to escape with the drill. Phenom is just caging very well right now.
And then gets the uppercut in the middle there. I'm sure that's what he tried to do last time when that super came out. And here we go. Multiple throws again.
Oh, what a situation.
Not
Overhead,
quite dead,
no.
but
Yeah, you see.
Oh!
No, that's. As Sim, after that high of a Fierce, you just can't really press the button.
Exactly. And you have to hit the Fierce that high to catch him before they just jab you out of the air.
Right, yeah.
So it's like a completely lose-lose situation.
It can be tough.
Yeah. Well, Phenom has him back in the corner again, keeping that pressure going. This has been the tail of this. Wow, double crunch counter, and now into the EX stomp. He has the stun.
Ooh.
He's going to get the damage now. Oh, he goes for the reset into the command throw. Not even the EX command throw.
Oh, I don't know if this is going to work twice.
Yeah, he's going to get under there. Oh, he got him.
Could have.
And he tried to, it looked like he tried to throw bait him off after the first reset.
Frank Lotion's really trying to hold on to that V-trigger. He wants that as a comeback potential. There was no V-reversal there, even though it might have counted. Oh.
Goes in.
Oh,
there
yes.
it is. He does get the hit. But then, yeah, just walk up, crouching medium punch from Phenom. And
Nice
Phenom's
work.
going to take it.
Necalli wins.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's Phenom. He moves forward. Frank Lotion, that was a tough matchup for him to play. I liked some of his ideas there, but you could see, I just don't mean in character matchup, but also in player matchup. Phenom just has such good control of the corner, and he's so willing to set up that cage. Did you notice the range where he played a lot of that from? It was a range where like he could walk up and get a grab very quickly, but also press roundhouse, also anti-air, look for attempted dives out,
right,
etc.
Yeah, he did that great job of not pushing too hard once he got Sim into the corner, because I've always said, look, all Dhalsim players are doing the same thing. Once they get into the corner, they're looking for that moment to escape.
Oh, for sure.
Where it's like if you jump, they slide under, teleport. Or they throw a EX fireball, you block it, teleport. They're all looking for that moment, and Phenom did a good job making sure he didn't put himself in any of those, because he didn't jump needlessly at Dhalsim. He stayed on the ground, so I really like how Phenom played that, really controlled that, really maximized his corner when he got Dhalsim into the corner.
Yeah, he definitely did that. Yeah. We saw him play against Guilty's Dhalsim last night, and he had like 4 or 5 throws in a row, if I recall correctly. It's just really hard to defend against that as Dhalsim.
That's really interesting that you mentioned that, because we saw Gamerby throw Guilty a bunch of times. I wonder if Gamerby saw that and was like, oh, okay, Guilty is susceptible to throws.
Maybe so, but on top of that, as a character like Sim without good escape options against Necalli, the throw,
Right.
I mean, like I said, it sets up itself.
Right, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
He gets a throw, he's immediately in range for another after dash, immediately in the right spot for it. So and you have to respect that, because you're worried about the meaties. He has good damage out of that too.
As a Dhalsim player, how do you feel about that Necalli matchup? It's not good, is it?
Yeah, not easy.
Okay.
Not easy.
Okay.
Yeah. You can pretty much just...
Because it feels like that's pretty much the third time we've seen Necalli blow up a Dhalsim.
Yeah, it's not an easy matchup.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Necalli can attack from afar, with ground pound. He can get through fireballs. His pressure close is great. In V-trigger, he's so hard to keep out.
Does the EX disc guidance help him a lot?
The startup on that is not that great, actually.
Okay,
so
okay.
if like Sim throws a fireball or something, that's not really like the right solution.
And
but you can dash really quickly.
It's not like Urian, whose EX charge is safe
Yeah.
on block,
Right,
and has armor. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you set it up, yeah. That's a pretty good move.
Yeah, we're gonna get Rami going up against Boooo, but I think we're trying to find one of those players, so we're actually gonna jump to our next match.
Okay.
It looks like we are gonna have Onuki coming up
alright.
here. CBZ Onuki, of course. He's just one of those players that you just watch if you want to learn Street Fighter. Fundamentals and just footsies, ridiculous play, and we keep mentioning this, but he didn't play much Street Fighter 4. Now, of course, he's back with Street Fighter 5, likes the game a lot more, and he's sponsored now as well. So.
I'm glad. I feel like this game is more of his kind of game.
Oh, yeah.
It's much more like Third Strike and Alpha, right? It's much more like sort of the older style of games. And he was extremely strong in those games. So the switch that, many Third Strike, ST, CVS2 players had a tough time adapting to SF4 when that game was new.
Yes.
He played it great. I mean, to be fair, Nuki played a very strong Chun-Li in that game, but it didn't last. I don't feel like he's going to have, or he's not having, I should say, that kind of an intro period with SF5. I feel like you get in there, you can play similarly. Of course, there are differences, but it's much closer to that older style, if that's what you're used to.
He can adapt his gameplay to that game
Right.
a little bit
Or rather,
more.
there isn't that much adaptation necessary.
Right.
So I think that's a big part of why he's doing well in the game so far. He has done well.
Right. And he's going to be going up against, I don't want to call it Cotton. It's only one T, so Coton? Coton? Coton.
I don't know.
Coton.
I don't know what to tell you.
Coton. I like that one. Coton. I'm going to call him Coton. That's what it's going to be because it looks like Proton. So if he does well, we'll call him the Coton Cannon. And of course, you can see Coton on the left over there, and Nuki, a.k.a. Shinya Onuki, on the right.
His Chun has all the tools.
Yeah.
Pressure, mid-range.
I remember when we saw him against, was it Mena RD or was it Zaizi that he went ham on in the corner? I can't remember. It was one of the birdie players. But he had all of his offense going.
Yeah.
And when he was not dropping any of Chun-Li's inputs or anything like that, it was just such a scary thing to behold. All right, well,
So after this, we are also planning to have Nagata Lock 2 versus Danger Ranger. That's a couple of Canadians. Nagata Lock, prominent fella in the Toronto Street Fighter area.
definitely tries to help run a lot of events, does
Yeah.
a lot of good work for the fighting game community up here in Canada.
So Alex for Coton.
Okay, nice.
I don't know. Making it up. I don't know how to pronounce that. Alex with a lot of good buttons and some good mid-range tools, and those can be pretty useful in this matchup. See how he approaches it. Nuki, setting it up. He wanted to go in, and he did. Smartly backs off when he saw the tech. So Coton already showing that he has some defense here. Oh, big chance. A lot of damage, and then just the escape. Here comes Nuki. But I really like Coton's game so far. Mid-range is looking great for him. Okay, blown away. Wow, really dash in back fierce?
Interesting. Well, he got the crush counter. It's exactly what he was looking for.
I like it. I just haven't seen it before.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, Chun-Li always has that advantage in the footsies range, but Alex has really good buttons that can kind of challenge Chun-Li, but Nuki is just not having any of it, gets all this corner count damage after the stun. Look at this pressure.
While it was in that mid-range, it seemed like it was pretty even. And like I said, Nuki has all the tools. And so he might have recognized that and said, okay, well, if this footsies situation isn't working out, let me just play the pressure game. And he's great at that too, so he made that one really work. But I do feel that he's moving forward a lot. Yeah, Nuki again, dashing in, moving in. The jumps are there, and you can really see that deliberate style of play, of approach. Don't caught. Oh, chance for him maybe? Oh, look at this. What an escape after having blocked like that. Perfect timing for the movement on Onuki's side. Now that trigger is gone, and he's unlikely to get another one in this round. That means this comeback, if it's going to happen, it's going to have to be without trigger.
It's always
Great
a
tech.
tough thing to do against someone of Nuki's caliber.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of strength on Coton's side, but Nuki just is so experienced and so good at switching on which mode of style or mode of play. Is he offense? Is he mid-range?
Yeah.
Is he defense? You never quite know which one he's going to get. And even on offense, he has some ideas that I haven't really seen from Chun-Li's. Dash forward, back
looks
fierce,
his
right?
defense, he's defense, offense.
Right. It's hard to know which one's going to come.
Right.
And his defense has been great. Okay, first command grab, that works. Coton trying to set up the stand
defense and then
roundhouse.
offense. Now he's going crazy here. You can
Yes.
see this. Keeping the pressure going. Yep. Has him all the way into the corner now. Gets the throw. Almost stunned.
Oh, the block. Coton knew. You see what I'm talking about? I really
Yeah.
feel like there's strength on Coton's side. And yet Nuki is just running over him.
Yeah, that's just an indication of how strong Nuki is as a player. You know, the fact that Coton is playing not bad, and he's still losing by like huge margins.
Yeah.
You see Nuki there baiting out the throw and has him in the corner again. And look at this, Nuki is just, and it's interesting, we talked about how well he switches back and forth, but he's definitely on supreme offense. And uses the B skill to get out of the corner. That was so beautiful. Coton almost had it punished. It was just a little
Look at
too
this.
late.
The movement is just suffering. Well,
Man.
okay.
Look, we talked about this numerous times. You can always tell when a player is really good with their character when their character looks like they're moving twice as fast as when everybody else uses the character.
Yeah.
You know, this was like Sanford Kelly's Sentinel back in the MVC2 days, you know, and Bonchan Sagat in Street Fighter 4 days. And Nuki's Chun-Li, I don't know what it is. It seems like she's already a scary character already, but it just seems faster when Nuki plays her.
He's dashing back, he's dashing forward. He used the V skill in a way that many Chun-Lis don't. Like I said, after the dash, he had interesting options. Air legs was there whenever he wanted it. It just felt like he was always able to move forward. After the first half of the first round, that seemed even in the mid-range, Nuki recognized, okay, time to play offense.
Yeah, he was like, this mid-range
worked out.
He's like, I'm winning the mid-range 60-40. Not enough. Let's go in and go offense.
For sure.
Exactly. So,
okay, well, we're going to cut to a quick break. We'll be back with more Street Fighter V pools after this.